If you're the right setup for Massimo, not down in our track, the off-field view, we never get money on team as such because our track lights will that little red thing inside there, they're track spotters. So we have a certain time for doing the
Hi, Gavin Keane, I'm chairman of Cork Model Car Club. This is Nitro TLR. This one is our electric model. And that one is Kyosho Nitro car as well. We're based in Killeedy, and it's the only off-road track in Cork. Yeah, so the first two cars there are Nitro. The white one is a TLR 8X, and the red and white one is the new model, which is the TLR 2.0. They're both Nitro cars. And the next one beside it then is a Kyosho. One is an MP9, she's electric, and the one beside that then is a new MP10, which is Nitro. They're both my cars. Great fun, plenty of power, great speed, and mighty crack. You buy them as a kit and then you build them up. Yeah. You can upgrade them, and there's loads of different stuff you can do with them. 12 to 13 years, I think the club is at. I'm racing myself 10 years, and my son is at it. I started him when he was a small boy, so he's 16 now, so he's at it about 7 years as well. We've got Martin there who's displaying, and we've got Mandy, which is one of our girl lady drivers. That's her husband behind him, Martin. And there's 26 altogether in the club. And we're just getting bigger and bigger as we go along. This is our first time here. And we did the Cork show last year, and we're doing it again this year. But we had a track there, so we're actually racing above in Cork. That's Martin's now, that's his Nitro car. 3 tracks in Ireland. There's one in Navan, there's one up in Northern Ireland, and we're the dirt track then here down in Cork. And they do a national round, and there's 4 rounds. Once you start getting into it, the minute you come to the rostrum, then there's hell for leather, and you'll come down in the best of friends. But once you get to the rostrum, you'll kill each other just to get to beat them. Like, but that's the name of the game. But it's mighty. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Martin Coleman. I'm a member of a Cork RC Racing Club, and this is my car. It's a HB racing car. It's a D819. These cars are lots of fun. We can adjust absolutely everything in this car. We can go from the front suspension. On both sides, we can adjust the oils in the shocks. We can adjust the springs in the shocks. We can do the exact same thing on the rear of the car, adjust the suspension and the shocks. We can do the camber on the front wheels and the rear wheels. As you see, I got a setup station here to show how we can work all that into the setup. We can also change our oils in our front diff, our centre diff and our rear diff to adjust power to the front or to the rear of the vehicle. So by and large, these are like miniature Formula 1 cars. You can change absolutely everything you wish to change to the required track and the setup. Everything from style of tyre, the compound, the whole lot, the tread. Absolutely everything is changeable in these cars, so they are. These are so much fun when you're racing. Lots of noise and action going around. I'm sure if you check out our Facebook channels and our YouTube channel, you'll see us racing. Lots of fun. We cater for everyone from juveniles to adults, male, female. We come from Dublin, Tipperary, Limerick, Cork, Waterford, and we have lots of different varieties of a TLR, for example, different make of car, to HB, Kyosho, Associate, lots of different cars, lots of different experience and help down on pit side. So I'm still learning, still having fun. Every day is a school day when the car falls apart or when I crash it, and that's where most of the fun is. It's actually rebuilding. It's cleaning the cars, maintenance of them, repairing them. Yeah. So on Facebook we're Cork RC Racing Club, and on the same on the internet we're www.corkrcracingclub.ie, and we're the same on Twitter at RC Cork on Twitter, and we're Instagram and TikTok as well. Log into anyone and just search Cork RC Racing and you will find us on all social media websites.
Hello, my name is Mendy, and I am in the club for the last year. I only joined with my husband. Matter of fact, I'm the only female driver actually, so I would like some little bit of support on that if somebody's interested. I am driving a TLR electric car, and it's fairly fast. It can do up to 80 kilometers an hour, which is quite fast. But yeah, you generally don't do that on the track. But let me just tell you, it's great fun and it's something for everyone. It doesn't take just a man to do this. Thank you.
How are things? This is James here. Got into this RC stuff about 7-8 years ago. This excavator was built from scratch. It is fully hydraulic, works on high pressure oil. It's fairly impressive. Lights work. Then we have the dump truck behind it, built from total scratch. Laser cut, plastic cabin was moulded, fully hydraulic again, 6-wheel drive, totally RC and totally independent suspension. The trucks here behind me were all individually built from scratch. I can't say much. They have 3-speed gearboxes, diff locks, lights, sounds. Just a basic nice hobby to have and enjoy it.
So thanks for coming out this afternoon to support us as community first responders in Carrigtwohill. As community first responders, we respond to certain calls at the request of the National Ambulance Service within 6 kilometres off Carrigtwohill. We respond to cardiac arrest calls, choking calls, stroke and heart attack calls. Now, we don't replace the ambulance, but we work with our colleagues from the ambulance service, and because we live and work here in Carrigtwohill, it means that we are usually the first on scene to these medical emergencies. As a volunteer group, all the equipment that we use at each of the calls has to be funded, and the way that we get those funds is through events like today, through fundraising. So we greatly appreciate the support of the miniature model show, and I mean, this is a great source of income that'll keep us going for the next year, next 18 months or something like that. So we do appreciate everybody that's came out today. So what we're looking at just now on this monitor is the areas that we cover as a group here in Carrigtwohill. So we cover 6 kilometres off the train station in Carrigtwohill, taking us all the way over into Glounthaune and Little Island. We also cover the whole of Cove, the island of Cove, and we also cover Middleton, 2 kilometres of the Garda station in Middleton. So it's a massive big catchment area that we cover in East Cork here.
The model you're looking at here is a 1:144 scale military model of a German training base during the Second World War. It includes a train pulling troops through the training area. In the centre you have tanks moving in training formation. You also have one of the largest guns the German army had during the Second World War, which is the Leopold 5. There's also a large mortar on board, which would have been the Karl Morse 600. We also have an armour train which would transport both troops and armour backwards and forwards to the front. I also have a model of an English village circa 1950s to 1960s. Currently you see a Deltic bringing farm produce to the market. All the stuff built on it, all the stuff on it, the layout itself are all scratch built.
Hello, I'm Jim Dooley. What I have here with me today is a 1/72nd scale collection of armoured vehicles from across the world and across the different wars, World War I, World War II, up to the modern day. I have also with me some of the collection that I'm about to tin out a bit, so that's why I'm selling today, just to support the hobby, you know, because it can be expensive, you know. But it's a great day today, without doubt. Great show. Very impressed with it.
Myself and Paul do a lot of World War II and World War I modelling.
Yeah?
World War II and World War I modelling, dioramas. Mostly make 10-8 kits. All 135 scale. Yeah, 172 stuff. Atlantic Casino there. The Africa Corps. Battle of Berlin. A couple of World War I trenches there. And more recently then got into kind of post-apocalyptic modelling. And just a lot of other bits and pieces. That's only some of my collection.
Mainly German armour I would do then. All from World War II. I don't do any other wars, just World War II, and mainly German.
Just an ice cream man outside. Yeah.
What you're looking at here is just a small display of plastic soldiers painted by myself, just depicting scenes from the Anglo-Egyptian War in the Sudan and the war against the Egyptians. The figures come from an American company called Armies in Plastic, and they come in base colours, basically like that colour. And I researched the uniforms and what have you, and I just paint them up then with enamel paints and give them a lacquer spray to preserve them.
So this is one of the main pieces I have, the Daily Bugle from Spider-Man. It's one of the largest Lego sets to date, and it comes with the most amount of Lego figures in any set altogether, and it's one of my favourites. I got it last year there. This is the clone army I have here from Star Wars. There's a mixture of about 5 sets here, and this is only a part of the army I've made. There's a lot more at home. And one of my favourite looking sets is the Sanctum Sanctorum here from the Doctor Strange and Avenger films. It comes with some unique figures that only come in this set. And these two sets here are collector's ones, and they can join together with other buildings to form a city. And as you can see in the back there, we have Hogwarts Castle, which is a mixture of different sets. I have more at home, but it was too big to bring all of it. There's lights in that section, and there are lights in the other section, but they're not on. And there's a train between the two sets there. That's it.
So everything in this table here is new, pieing rig and the dredger then as well, which I made there myself. So. Yeah, yeah. Build having all the dioramas, everything, yeah. Build myself, yeah.
Smile there to the camera.
That's 6 years of collecting there. I started small and I got a bit carried away. Well, this range is odd tests. There's combines, there's silage wagons, there's mowers, tractors, trailers, you name it, it's there. But there's just nothing but class here today, all for collection. Not for love and money.
My name is Jim Kent. I'm collecting models and building models now for over 20 years, and we'll start here with this here truck called a Matador, British World War II truck, and we have the 5-pounder gun and the Morris. Second World War again, and an American Cougar, and There's a Fox, the Fox armoured car.
My personal favourite is the Ferrari over here, and I love the way that it has the wind mirrors like that, and then I love this that it has, you can turn it, and this car over here I love, that one. It's the expensivest I think of it all. I've collected a Toyota, a Hyundai, a Audi, and lots of rally cars anyway.
Are you going to be a rally driver?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Oh, you love that, don't you?
Yeah, I would.
And what would you have when you'll be doing the rallying?
Probably a Toyota.
So what we have here is a handmade castle made in 1994 using just a photograph. That's all he used was a photograph and a fret saw and a screwdriver. And he made these two castles, this one and the one behind me here. and he gave them to my children in 1994, and we used them for playing battles using these artillery pieces here, and we have cannonballs here, and we had hours of fun with the children setting up the soldiers in the castles, and each team would have 2 cannons and 50 cannonballs, and the objective was to knock down as many soldiers as you could with the 50 cannonballs. And as I said, it was a wonderful pastime for children. Hours spent setting it up, hours spent actually playing the game and discussing the game and arguing in the game and so on afterwards. So a thoroughly enjoyable piece of model making as far as my children were concerned anyway.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to say without thinking nothing, but I'll say something anyway. I just want to thank all the people that came here today. Came from a lot of parts of the country, Wexford, Kerry, all around Cork. And they supported the show very well today. Nice fine day, big crowd. Ned was smiling, they were all happy out. So I can't say any more and enjoy the rest of the day. Thanks.
Yeah, the donation is going to Carrigtwohill First Responders. They are local. And I'd like to thank all the sponsors as well. And if any of the sponsors probably wouldn't happen. And I'd like to thank the Community Council for, I'm joking, for the barriers and stuff like that. And the hall, the community hall and things. So thanks very much.
Later. In the pub.
My own interest here at the model show is with my model railways, which I've been collecting for a good number of years. First off, I started, I suppose, when I was 11 years old, and took a wee break then until I was an adult, and then decided to start up again. So it's very good, and as you can see, I've a wee layout here. I've probably got a bigger one twice the size at home, but this is the one for the model shows. I've got Hornby Railway is basically everything there, bar a few Lima carriages. So I've got a copy of the Eurostar with the Beatles paintwork on the side of her, and I've got a Great Western Railway rather intercity train. I've got a coastal freight engine there with some goods wagons, and it's a work in progress. I've started this about 2 years ago, so I'm progressing along, and it's very enjoyable.
Hello, I'm Patrick, and this is my favourite truck, this one. And this is my second favourite truck, this one right here.
And have you a lot more of them at home?
Yeah, I have a few more at home.
You like it as a hobby?
Yeah, I spend a lot of time playing with them and cleaning them and stuff.
You going to be a lorry driver?
Yeah, maybe. This is a Volvo.
Volvo?
Yeah.
So the Volvo is your favourite, is it?
Yeah, this is my favourite one, this one. And this is my dad's favourite one, this O'Donovan Scania right here.
This is my son's collection here. He's been collecting, I suppose, the last 5 years. Most of the stuff we brought today is kind of just East Cork stuff, like Ballycotton Transport, Dempsey's, O'Donovan Transport, and Delaney's. And then we've Jazz McCarthy here, another Carrigtwohill truck. We've a lot more at home. He loves collecting them, and he loves going to the shows. This is his third year here now, and many more to come. We love coming to the shows to meet people, and it's a great day out. We go to a lot of shows, really. We've been to Limerick, and hopefully we'll be going to Scotland now and stuff to shows. They're great day out, really. Look, we love showing them off and stuff. It's great. And we have big units at home then to store them all. Yeah, the two of us are two Patricks, and my dad is Patrick, so there's three Patricks there. My dad was into trucks as well, so that's about it really from us. We're in Carrigtwohill Woods, just up the hill by the Long Point.
It's up the pub, it's yeah.
Yeah, we're up the hill just there.
I think you were here last year as well.
You are.
Did you see it?
I did. Yeah, I did, yeah.
Here we are in Carrigtwohill, and an absolutely fantastic turnout. Well done to all the lads here in the community centre for making the place available, and to the organisers of the show. Great to see the community supporting the community, because as we know, today is for the local first aid responders. And what's fantastic about today's show is the variety of stands that are here. I'm looking here at the train track. To the left of that is a lovely display of older cars and trucks. Then after that we have Charlie Cotter with a whole lot of Ford, we'll call it Ford, in both 143rd and 118 scale. Charlie, of course, travels the country to shows. Across the way from Charlie, we have a display of miniature people. And to the left of that, and again, we have more cars. So there's absolutely no scarcity of cars and stuff for sale. So there is no reason why you have to go home with money in your pocket. You can go home broke. Later on this year, I'll be having a model show in Mill Street in County Cork, homeland of Billy Coleman, and last time the show ran was in 2019, where we raised almost 16,000 euros for air ambulance. And this year, again, the new name is critical because the government have taken over funding the air ambulance. So we will be hoping to raise a few pounds for critical again, which is the rapid response cars and doctors who volunteer their time. Looking across here, we have Michael Healy with a fabulous display of Cortinas. A young lad here with a whole lot of farm machinery and farm buildings. Here to my left, there's some fantastic models of trucks. Kevin from Mitchelstown, Model Mania. Look him up there on Facebook. Looking across the room, we have the lads with the military stuff, which is fantastic. Above us in the corner, we have the ladies that do the dolls' houses and accessories for dolls' houses.
The Carrigtwohill show was great. I met a lot of my friends, and the ice cream van was good. I ate a lot of ice cream, and we only have 2 more Jinkies because people bought them.
How's it going, everybody? Connor here from Fleet again there. Just in here in the model show in Carrigtwohill today. Wishing the lads all the best. The Carrigtwohill miniature model show. Great display put on by everyone, and they're raising a great cause for the first responders in East Cork, which is a great old cause, and fair play to all the members, and we wish them all the best of luck in the future with the show.
Nick, if you're ready to email it.
My own name is Glenda, and this is Ellie and Michael, and we're really enjoying our day out here at the Carrigtwohill Miniature Models Day Out, buying lots of stuff and looking at all the things here, and it's lovely that it's all for a really good cause, and we're really, really happy to support it.
A good flow of people all day. No, just I think this is a fantastic event. It's its 3rd year running. It actually, my wife for 1 year, they collected it for her charity, so I owe a lot to this, the miniature model crowd in Carrigtwohill. And yeah, we've had a steady flow of very nice people all day, and we've really enjoyed it. So yeah, thank you very much.